Another Python video, and today I'm going to be teaching you all about if statements and else statements. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So what's an if statement? An if statement is a statement when an action only occurs if a certain condition is met. So let's say so according to parents, if I go to school, I'll have a better job. So if Jaguar goes to school, he gets better job, like that, right? So let's do this in action. So first of all, we're going to do something really simple. We're going to say John coins equals 10. Adam coins equals 9. If John coins, if John has more coins than Adam, so as we see, this inequality sign is facing towards John coins. So if John has more coins than Adam, print John has more coins than Adam. Now, it works because, look, let's see what happened here. So, John coins is 10. We stored the value 10 in John coins. We stored the value 9 in Adam coins. 9 is here, 10 is here. If 10 is more than 9, print John has more coins than Adam. So, is 10 more than 9? Yes, so it printed that. So, what if we also want their So what if we do it the other way around? What if Adam has more coins than John? So let's see. Nothing happens. Do you know why? Because we have to set up another if statement for that. But you're probably like, oh, let's just make another if statement. Okay. So after your first if statements, you're probably going to have something called an Elif statement. An Elif statement is basically a if statement, but it comes after the first if. Okay. So Elif Adam coins more than John coins. Print Adam has more coins than John. Okay. So now Adam has more coins than John. So what happened here, you might ask? So check the values. John coins 9, Adam coins 10. So it replaced this value with 9 and this value with 10. So is 9 more than 10? Nope. So it didn't print this. Alright. So let's just put this back. So 9 is not more than 10, so it went to the next statement. And then Adam has 10 coins, and John has 9 coins. So is 10 more than 9? Yes, it is. So it printed the second statement. So it printed whatever the second statement, whatever I wanted the second statement to print. I can do anything here, like I can do like blah blah blah, but it wouldn't make sense, right? Because I'm teaching you guys. So yeah, so it basically just replaces these values with with numbers. Remember, variables are like boxes, and the computer takes whatever's out of those boxes and uses those values. So that's okay. So you're probably like, okay, we can change these values, it's cool. So what if they both have the same amount of coins? Nothing happens because, again, we need another Elif statement for that, right? So Elif Adam coins equals John coins. Print Adam has the same amount. Adam they both have the same amount of coins, right? So now if we run this, it works. But you're probably like, okay, we can replace the values. But what if I want to type in the values like when I run this program? How do you do that? So for that, we need something called user input. And how do you make an input variable? Well, I'm about to show you. So delete both of these values and type int parentheses input, another parentheses, and then say how much coins does John have. It doesn't have to be my exact sentence, but it should have the same meaning, so it makes sense. Oh my god. Okay. Now, let's just run this real quick, and then I'll explain all of it. John has more coins than Adam. So you're probably like, wow, this is amazing, right? I can enter in whatever value I want, and the computer will work with that, right? So how does this work exactly, the input? So when you want only when you want the user to only enter text, you only do input. You don't put the int before it, right? Because int means integer. Integer means numbers, whole numbers. So you only have this, but we want the user to enter numbers, so we have that, right? So basically, whatever we enter here, it's going to store in this value called Adam coins. Whatever we enter here, it's going to store it in this variable called John coins. Okay, and then it's going to do the comparisons. So let's see what happened here. How much coins does John have? 10. So is 10 more than 9? Yes. So John has more coins than Adam, because look, John has 10 coins. So 10 gets stored in this variable, and 10 is more than Adam coins, which is 9. 10 is more than 9. Makes sense, right? If this wasn't true, it would go on to the next statement and the next statement, unless a certain condition is met. So let's also talk about else statements. So instead of elif, we could also do else. Let's see. That works perfectly fine. You're probably like, what does else do? So else is typically for your last statement. When you have like no more possibilities and you have like one possibility left and you don't want to type it out. I mean, you could type it out just to be safe, but else is just like a shorter way to do something, right? Think of it as that. So yeah, this is if, and you can add as many elif statements as you want, but only add one else statement. All right, for now. So yeah, we got a working program. Now let's talk about inputs a little bit. So inputs are, how about we talk about inputs in the next lesson? I'm just going to talk about a little bit more about if statements. So as I've said before, an if statement is a statement when an action only occurs if a certain condition is met, right? So I've explained it, right? Actually, never mind. Let's just move on to input statements. So input equals, oh yeah, a equals input. What's so we can also use inputs for other things like names. So let's do name equals input. What is your name? what is your name? And then we can say print name, right? And then I can just do, look, it printed my name. So that's how it works, essentially. You can also make it do some extra stuff. Like, what if you want the computer to say hello to you? How do you do that? So you enter a string, hello, and then you add the name to it. So it's just going to glue on the name, this variable. So, for example, it says through here. It's going to glue this on to this text, okay? So make sure to have a space here, because if you don't, it's just going to glue it on like that. So when you have a space, oh, when you have a space like that, it's going to say hello through, and it'll look much nicer and cleaner, right? And you can do a lot of stuff with input statements, but we're going to get into that in the next video. So bye.